Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. Today, let me start a few words saying about my own background. I am a student of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore, from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. My name is Sangeeta S. Today, we are discussing a few concepts regarding introduction to Python programming. First, let us know what is Python. Python is a high-level programming language which is used to develop a software and analysis. In Python, today we are discussing about a topic list. So the contents today we are going to discuss is the list data types, in that getting individual values in a list with index, negative index, getting a list length with len length function, list concatenation and list replication, and the methods finding a value in a list with the index method, adding values to list with the append and insert method, removing values from the list with remove method. So the first topic we are going to discuss is the list data type. A list is a value that contains multiple values in an ordered sequence. The term list value refers to the list itself, which is a value that can be stored in a variable or passed to a function like any other value, not the value inside the list function. Means the list data type, it is one of the data type which is used in a Python programming, means which contains a values in an ordered sequence. And always the list is enclosed with a square bracket. A list begins with an opening square bracket and ends with a closing square bracket. Values inside the list are called items. Items are separated with commas, that is, they are comma delimited. For example, spam is equal to cat, bat, rat, and elephant. So here spam is a list name, and the cat, bat, rat, and elephant are the list elements, which are the elements present inside the list and that are enclosed within square brackets, and each items are separated by using commas. So the list items are known as comma delimited. One is getting individual values in a list with index. Means your index values are used to get a individual values from the list. So the integer inside the square bracket that follows the list is called index. The first value in the list is at index 0, the second value is at index 1, and the third value is at index 2, and so on. For example, spam is equal to cat, rat, bat, elephant. So spam of 0. If we write a code of spam of 0, it returns cat, because cat is inside the list where the index value of the cat is 0. So the index value starts from 0 till the n number. Always it's spam is equal to cat, rat, bat, elephant. So if we give a code spam of 0, it returns cat, because the cat is an item inside the list where the index value of that item is 0. Always the index value of a list starts with 0. Next is negative index. While index starts at 0 and go up, we can also use negative integers for the index. The integer value -1 refers to the last index in the list. The value -2 refers to the second to last index in the list, and so on. For example, a list named A which have an item apple, orange, mango, and kiwi. If we give a code of A of -1, it returns kiwi. Means negative indexes is where -1 refers to the last index in a list. Now here the last item is kiwi, and the index value of that kiwi can also be -1. And A of -3 gives orange. Getting a list length with len length function. The length function will return the number of values that are in a list value passed to it, just like can count the number of characters in a string value. If we give a list named A which contains an element of apple, orange, mango, kiwi, then if we give a code or we need to return a length of that list, length of A, it returns 4 because there are the 4 items which are present inside the list named A. So the length function gives the how many items are present inside the list. Next one is list concatenation and list replication. The plus operator can combine two lists to create a new list value. In the same way, it combines two strings into a new string value. The star operator can also be used with a list and an integer value to replicate the list. For example, if we want to combine a two list named A, B, C, D, E, F, the output it gives is A, B, C, D, E, F. Means here the plus operator is used to combine two lists. So the first list which contains the elements of A, B, C and the second list contains D, E, F. If we use the plus symbol between the two lists, it concatenates the two strings and returns a single string by combining the two strings. And if we use a star operator with a list and an integer value, it returns the same list for that integer number times. Means that n value, n number of times. So CSE is items in a list and star 3, it returns that CSE 3 times. The output we receive is CSE, CSE, CSE. The next is method. A method is the same thing as a function except it is called on a value. For example, if a list value was stored in spam, you would call the index list method, which will explain next. On that list, like so, spam.index hello. The method part comes after the value separated by a period. Each data type has its own set of methods. The list data type, for example, has several useful methods for finding, adding, removing, and otherwise manipulating values list. The first method is finding a value in a list with the index method. List value have an index method that can be passed a value, and if that value exists in a list, the index of the value is returned. If the value isn't in the list, then Python produces a value error. So a list named A have items apple, orange, mango, kiwi. So a dot index of mango, it returns 2, means the index value of the mango in a list named A is 2, means the index value of a mango is 2. When there are duplicates of the value in the list, the index of its first appearance is returned. If a item named twice in a list, the first appearance is returned. Means the first index appearance is returned. For example, B is equal to CSE, ECE, triple E, AI, ECE, B dot index ECE, it returns 1. Instead, it doesn't return 4 because always the index value, it returns the first appearance instead of the duplicate appearance. So the index value returns 1 instead of 4. Next is adding values to list with the append and insert methods. The append method call adds the argument to the end of the list. The insert method can insert a value at any index in the list. The first argument to insert is the index for the new value, and the second argument is the new value to be inserted. The first is the example for append method. The list named A, which is equal to CSE, ISE, ECE. In this list, I want to append triple E. So A dot append of triple E. So if I want the list A, then it returns CSE, ISE, ECE, triple E. The append function is always used to add the items at the last. And example for insert method, A is equal to CSC ISC triple E, A dot insert of 1 comma ECE. If I want to return list A, it returns CSC ECE ISC triple E. Means the insert method is used when I want to add a item at a particular index value. So here I have mentioned that the particular index value is 1 and the item which has to be inserted is ECE. So here it returns the ECE at the index 1 and it returns the whole list, that is CSE, ECE, ISE and triple E. Removing values from list with remove function. The remove function method is passed the value to be removed from the list it is called on. For example, list A, which is equal to apple, orange, mango, kiwi. Here I want to remove a orange item from the list. So I am using a function a dot remove of orange and I want to return A. It removes the orange item and returns the list value. So it returns apple, mango, kiwi after removing the orange item from the list A. So attempting to delete a value that does not exist in the list will result in a value error. If the value appears multiple times in the list, only the first instance of the value will be removed. A is equal to CSE, ECE, ISC, ECE, triple E, ECE. A dot remove of ECE. If I want to return list A, it returns by removing the first appearance of an item. So it removes only the ECE item where it is present in index 1. So CSC, ISC, ECE, triple E, ECE. It removes only the ECE element which has present in the index 1. So the delete statement is good to use when you know the index of the value you want to remove from the list. The remove method is good when you know the value you want to remove from the list. Thank you.